Welcome to DTM Films onboarding webinar video. Don't worry, this isn't some 2-hour video. I hate those. But whether you're getting a single video or a monthly retainer package, if I were in your shoes, I'd like to know a little bit more about who I'm working with and how they work. And that's the whole point of this webinar. So how this is going to work is I have a few main chapters or sections, and in each section, I will address some questions that I think you'd want answered. But I would love to hear your actual questions and comments. So to do this, I will have a website link or URL listed right below this video to the private version of this video on YouTube. Then in the comment section of this video on YouTube, leave your questions or comments below in that comment section. And when I remake this version 2.0 of this onboarding video, I'll address all of your questions and concerns. So each section will also have a visual timer bar down here at the bottom, so you can see how much time we have left in each section, as well as overall in the webinar. So for now, let's get out of the boring logistics and get into the main video. Welcome to section 1, and this is the About Me section. I figured you might as well know a little bit about me first and my background. Not a whole bunch, but at least a little bit of how I got started, and to be able to see sort of the journey of where I was, my quality then, to where I'm at now in the just small amount of time that I'm already at, to be able to make that contrast. So I'm Daniel Hansen. I'm from Rexburg, Idaho. It's my hometown. I've been born and raised here for 32 years. And like Mr. Beast once said in a video, I think that it's important because if Rexburg and East Idaho are going to have a well-known social media influencer of their own, I think it's poetic and should be someone from the area. And that's me. I started off as a solo freelancing artist contracted to do real estate for Cozy Home Photography and weddings for Tolman Media, which are now rebranded to Star Photo and Video with 2 R's in their name. Eventually people around me said my skills were rapidly growing, and I walked away from those jobs and started getting my own clients within just 3 to 4 months. And eventually I got my LLC in mid-2023, my first monthly retainer client in December 2023, and in mid-2024, I was already able to hire my first full-time employee as my editor, and then gained 2 interns from BYU Idaho as well. All of this in just under 2 years, and I'm super proud of that. And I'm officially about 1.5 to 2 years into my business right now and video career as well. And I've already shot for the city of Rexburg numerous times. I've shot a 15,000 plus person event that was an 8-day project for the city of Mapleton, Utah. That's where this hat is from. And I've shot a handful of homes valued at $2 million or higher. I've shot plenty of luxury weddings in Jackson, Wyoming, and loads of other cool projects like the Thornshire Renaissance Fair and Ice Palace in Rigby, Idaho. So while I'm no George Lucas directing Star Wars or Steven Spielberg directing Jurassic Park, I like to think that I'm slightly above average and what you'll find in most college students at the BYU Idaho or in the local freelancing market. Now, I will admit that sounds kind of arrogant, and I by no means recognize that I'm nothing special. There are others out there that are better than me. However, I think the shots that I just provided on screen speaks for itself on where my skill level and quality generally sits at most of the time compared to others around me. I'm working on bringing a whole new level and way of doing video and social media marketing to Rexburg and the surrounding areas that's never been seen or done before. So now you're probably thinking, well then, what makes you so qualified, Dan, besides some pretty epic looking videos, to bring whatever this new video vision of yours is to the area? Because I have something very unique that no one else has in this area, and that is the support and direct contact with multiple world-class videographers and a world-class drone pilot that are direct connections in my network. These guys are social media influencers with anywhere from 1,000 subscribers to 2 million subscribers on YouTube. And some of them are multi-millionaires. Others are still pretty well off, and all of them are on the top of the pyramid regarding to online social media influencers in this video industry on YouTube. These guys shoot projects like video or drone work for car commercials for huge brands, such as Mazda, Ford, Subaru, or commercials for Discovery Channel, Disney. One of them flew a drone for the Piano Guys, and loads more. Some of them are specific to the wedding industry and have shot celebrity weddings for people like Disney actors or destination weddings around the world. I think having such an incredible network to answer any questions I or you might have regarding the video industry or freelancing market, or giving me just a larger perspective about the industry that I couldn't possibly have from the bubble around Rexburg and the surrounding area, gives me some authority and a little bit of leeway that sets me apart from other local artists who don't have the ability to get such help and perspective from leaders in the global freelancing market. Now, I'm not going to go into the resumes. I'm not going to spend forever talking about their achievements. I recommend pausing the video and writing down their names as I put them on screen, so you can pause the video and take a moment to take a picture to look them up later, find out what they've done, where they're at. But these are some of my friends that are constantly guiding me and encourage me to keep going. Landon, by the way, and yes, that is his real last name, by the way. Chris Newman, who I just got back from a 3-day trip in southern Utah for drone one-on-one personal training with a couple of other guys at the time of recording this video. Alex Ma, who is a world-class destination wedding videographer with like his starting package, I don't know, it's probably somewhere around 10,000, I think was the last time I asked him about it. Jay and Rob Aspidia, and more. What's more unique is Landon is now the current owner of the #1 online film school replacement course in the entire world, which is called Full-Time Filmmaker, which was built and recently sold by the original owner, Parker Walbeck, who worked for Devin Supertramp, or Devin Graham, as you might know him. And Chris Newman has one of the largest drone schools in the world too, and has shot for Parker, the Piano Guys, Hollywood, and more. Now, they are not expected, nor am I suggesting that they will do any of what I'm about to mention, but it is just the possibilities of possibly networking with any of them, their clients, or their friends, for my interns, contractors, or employees, or other parts of my network is huge. Let alone the merchandise or discounts and gear for like film competitions or giveaways that I can give in this area in Rexburg is huge as well. I've actually talked to one of them, and as I've mentioned the idea of some of this to them, and they are open to it. Some of them, I still need to ask some of the few others, but the possibility is there, and I'm already in the works of negotiating with them to make this happen for the Rexburg and the surrounding areas. So I can help provide a lot of value in training to the East Idaho area, and particularly Rexburg and BYU, Idaho, and the nearby, by leveling up and modernizing the video production of this area for all ages in a way that I don't see anyone else can or be able to. So now on to section 2. That's a little bit about me and how I got started, what makes me unique. I'll have more in-depth videos about my journey and my beginning on my YouTube channel. But for now, let's talk about how my business works and help teach you a little bit about how the video industry actually works according to my higher up friends. First off, I need to explain what I call the delivery triangle and how it works, as I have found almost every person or business I've run into in this area doesn't fully understand how it's supposed to work, and in doing so breaks the rules and suffers in 1 or 3 parts of the triangle. The golden rule of the delivery triangle is that you can only ever have 2 of the 3 points in order to receive a quality video and quality business experience. If you try to demand all 3 or try to rush 1 or more parts from its typical pacing, then the triangle will just fold in on itself and you'll get a terrible product and experience. The 3 points are these: quality, pricing, and turnaround time, or delivery time, however you want to call it. So in short, if you want great quality and fair pricing, then expect a longer delivery time before you get the video or other content back. This is because editing takes a lot of time, and good editing takes even more time. But this is the option that we strive for at DTM Films, because even though it can take a little while before your products get to you, you know that it is top quality, and therefore in the long run, provides the most return on your investment, while in the short run, attracting the maximum amount of views and engagement that leads to potential clients. Think of it this way: Hollywood usually takes 2 years on average, sometimes 3, just to make a 2-hour film. Regardless of the video length, the principles of editing and good editing take time still applies to my business. If you are a single video project, then usually your video will be delivered somewhere within 3 to 6 weeks, depending on what is in our work pipeline and the scope or size of your project. But if you are a monthly retainer, then you need to expect that the first month of working with us, you won't actually have anything to post right away, but we'll have loads to post starting the next month. Now hold on, wait before you leave. Let me explain what happens and why it actually benefits you very quickly, as well as in the long run, to do this method. So normally what will happen for a monthly retainer is you will get a certain discount percentage on the overall packaging pricing, depending on how long you book with us, 3, 6, 9, 12, or custom amount of months. And we will implement what is called batch recording. Batch recording is the process of having pre-scripted and pre-planned multiple videos and shooting them all in one single day or 1 week to then be able to use the following weeks or days to edit all that content. Meaning the very first month you aren't going to have anything to publish, because in that first month we are pre-planning, storyboarding, location scouting, shooting, editing, and so on, all of the content for the next month. That is all in that first month of signing up. But when the delivery comes, instead of just a single video or two, you're going to get multiple photos, behind the scenes photos and videos, multiple short or long form videos, all depending on what package you get and how much content you buy, but tons of content that can be posted the following months, which will all be formatted to fit on all major social media platforms. That can give you tons of content to post and grow on multiple social platforms all at once if you want. It is the same way I work with my other clients or my own YouTube channel, where I'll spend all of the month, let's say January, coming up with ideas, scripting, storyboarding, shooting, editing, and so on. So when February comes along, we have more content than needed, so we can publish every day or every week, whatever your publishing schedule is, in February, and still have enough to at least post for the first week of March, so that everything we then shot in February can be posted in March, and everything we shot in March can be posted in April. And thus the cycle makes sure that you have an endless flow of content after the first 2 months. That is why we have a minimum of 3 months contract, so you can begin to see your socials take off if you post when we suggest that you do. Now, I have also had clients that posted their first video for me and then never posted anything again. And we got to the end of the contract period, and what happened was exactly what I warned them would happen. They saw zero success because they wanted a library of content saved up first, but then they thought I wasn't worth renewing the contract at the end because they had never posted anything else other than that first video that I gave them, and they never grew beyond 100 views or whatever the video got. And that is why I've now teamed up with other local businesses and freelancers in the area to help take care of specific tasks, namely stuff like posting, social media management, replying to comments, emails, and marketing, and so much more. And it's now required as part of my retainer packages that when you sign up with us, we are granted access to your social media sites, so under contract, so that we can help post content for you on a regular basis. And you could be as hands-on or as hands-off of the process as you want. The goal is to make it so you never have to worry about not having enough content to post again, and that you can post consistently to have the social media sites algorithms fall in love with your content and spread it even more. My most successful client literally does nothing more than just that. Occasionally he'll sign in, check his YouTube stats, and respond to a couple comments, but we do all the posting, responding to comments, analyzing the data, reaching out to sponsors, and so and more, so on and so on and so on for his channel. And he just sits back and watches it grow over time and loves it. It's Jake from Schofield Welding Channel. You can also find his full review of me and what it's like working with me for over a year now in about another 6-minute video just right below this one. In the following here of this video, what you're going to find is right down below, you'll have Jake's full review video of me. It's only about 6 minutes, but it's his experience of working with me for a whole year now, and what it's done for him and his business and what he likes about working with me. Below that, if you have a project you're already thinking of, or even if you don't have a project, there's about 10 questions on a list you'll need to fill out. You'll need to put your name in and email in again. That's just to make sure I can match it with the first time that you put your email and name in, so I make sure it's the same person, match the content. But answer the 10 questions about your project or a project that you may be wanting to make, and then right below that is where you book a call, the discovery call with me. The discovery call will be where we'll talk more in detail about the stuff you put into that form and any questions you have here in this onboarding video, and then we'll discuss if you're wanting to move forward and what kind of packages you're thinking of getting, how long you want to work with us, and then we can discuss about the pricing and all that, and book a date for us to start doing the planning and shooting of the content. And then that's it. Then you're already on the roll. You're already on the schedule. We're going to shoot your content and get going and help your business take off. So thank you guys so much for being here for the DTM Films onboarding video. Again, I will have a version 2.0 of this video coming out here in a little while as I'm working on it. But if you guys have any questions, concerns, make sure you go down to the comment section of this video on the YouTube link. Go to the, click the link right below this video to go to the YouTube link for this video because it's private. You're not going to find it publicly. And go ahead and leave any questions, comments, concerns you have in the comment section, and I'll address them in the Onboarding 2.0 and email you directly the answers to your questions. So thank you guys so much. We're super excited to get working with you here at DTM Films, and we'll see you guys in the next video.